So how does do as I say, not as I do, affecting your viewpoints, and how has that changed the way you do things? Because most people, I've heard that quote come up a lot, especially when the other person hasn't done something they genuinely liked. I don't know, like maybe a process, especially at work. You know, I might get the, Jaden, do as I say, not as I do. But I'm going to go through how this might be affecting you, because at the end of the day, we are human and we do copy other people. But we got to find a way to analyze this and figure this out, because if you don't, then you might end up forming very bad habits, which might not be a good thing. And this is probably another thing. As you get older, maybe you become a parent. This will also help you, because you'll be able to teach your son by doing as you do instead of doing as you say, because we know that doesn't work when we ask a child to do as I say, not as I do. So a lot of autistics, this point wouldn't stick, because if you're a visual learner and you learn off seeing things, which I am a very visual learner, then how are you going to be able to process things from someone else's point of view if they're not even doing it that way? So also, it depends on the situation. But especially for the things that are repetitive, that you might do daily, if you're seeing someone else do that daily, so I can give you a really good example with babies. So with a baby, you don't tell the baby, do as I say, not as I do. You got to show them. So if you have a dad that binge eats, he goes to the pantry. Might be my father. He goes to the pantry and he eats a lot. Well, the likelihood of the child doing that is more likely than if the child, it's more likely that the child's gonna binge eat when he's older or a little bit older, because he's seen the dad do it. He's seen the dad, grab the handle, open, eat. Grab, eat, grab, eat. So my father could say, do as I say, not as I do. But as a child, that's what I saw him do. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do that. So I believe that as humans, we're not much different if you think about it. We're grown up, we can make our own views, we can think about it more rationally, but at the end of the day, we do follow other humans. If, I don't know, for example, if you see those prank videos where someone goes, oh, whoa, or like someone starts running in the other direction, you know, you kind of follow it. Everyone's a follower. All humans are tribal, everyone's connected to other people, and whatever we see other people do, we generally do. So how can we analyze that? How can we see that, well, that person is doing that well? How can we apply that to our own life to help other people? So the simple answer to that is just do what you say. Try not to be hypocritical. Try to live as aligned to your values as possible. Live the way you talk to other people. Follow your own advice that you give to other people. That's my main thing. That's the way you can stop saying, do as I say, not as I do. Obviously, we can't control other people's actions. We can't make them be less hypocritical, but we can also analyze it and tell, okay, he's being a bit hypocritical here. And then you just got to apply it to your own life and think, okay, how can I be less like that? How can I be less likely to be a person who says, do as I say, not as I do? Because especially when you're maybe going to raise a child, you want to show that child who you are. You want to show him your best self so you can get the best out of your child. I'm no father, but that's what I'm dreaming for the future, and what I wish for my future child, to look at me and be happy and about who I am and act the way I would want my child to act. In conclusion, make sure you're not getting into too many habits from other people because they've shown you in a specific way, or they've show you on a daily basis how to do something, but maybe that's wrong. So try to make sure that you're doing the right thing. If someone shows you something, make sure you do it like that again. As I said, it really depends on the situation. I'm saying from more of a work perspective, where at work someone tells you to do it this way and then they do it a different way, so then you get into that habit, which we don't want you getting into different habits, especially if it's safety related or it's could damage something. So number 2, how can we better ourselves? So obviously just living towards your values, living towards who you want to be, living towards who you would want your kids to be when you are older, when you become a father. So that's all for today, for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Have a look at more of my videos on my educational content about autism and how it has helped me as an autistic. Thank you so much.